from the inside. Kansas, Vanderbilt, and LSU. Then Howard, Kentucky, Texas A&M, and on the outside, Baylor and San Diego State.
Tiara Robinson-Jones does a fantastic job of setting up the race for Texas A&M. She's gone under 51 seconds on this leadoff leg for them consistently this outdoor season. So she is one of those who sets the tone for the rest of the relay. And you noted a little bit of the rain, Dwight. Hey, not unfamiliar for Texas A&M and Kentucky, because they were running through rain all over the course of the SEC Outdoor Championships that still resulted in that collegiate record that everyone was able to witness. Seeing Baylor up in there in the mix as well, making a show for Robert Griffin III.
Oh, always puts a smile on my face.
Karima Davis running a great leg for Kentucky. They actually passed first. Terrible pass for A&M. And they actually lost quite a bit of ground on that pass. Baylor in third, but it is clearly Kentucky. 51-2 for Karima Davis, who ran relaxed the whole way. Now it is DeJour Miles for the Wildcats, and for A&M, Javen Reed.
Well, Lonnie Green said that mark from SEC's, that collegiate record in the 4x4, he said, I don't think people really realized what they witnessed at SEC's, and we can't be complacent. We can't be happy with that. We're probably going to have to show up and do it again before this NCAA meet is all said and done.
Well, that time is better than 50.5 per leg, but remember that Abby Steiner ran 48.78 on the anchor. You can have a few 51s in there when you got somebody who's going to split 48.78. Kentucky hands off first. For the Wildcats, it is Megan Moss. For A&M, it is Jania Martin. And Baylor is right there in the mix as well with Gonce Marake.
Yes, Baylor, the Big 12 champs in the 4x400 meter relay, just had a great leg from Kavia Francis coming down the stretch. Closed extremely strong, putting them right there in third place and in contention.
DeJour Miles of Kentucky split 52 seconds. That's one of the reasons why they were able to stay in the lead. So it's Kentucky, A&M, Baylor, LSU, top four.
Martin doing a fantastic job, of staying in striking distance of Megan Moss of Kentucky.
I failed to mention the bubble time is 3:33.40. If you don't finish first or second in this final semifinal, you got to run to contest the final on Saturday. Kentucky handing off first again. For them, it will be Alexis Holmes, who will be in the 400-meter final, and Cherokee Young for A&M, who will also contest that 400-meter final. Baylor now well back in third.
Dwight, you mentioned the work Athing Mo did on the Texas A&M relay last year. Pat Henry said what Athing Mo was doing last year, he thinks Cherokee Young is capable of doing for them this year. She's in that same position.
So Kentucky and A&M appear to be easily through to the final, barring any mishap with the baton. And Cherokee Young making a race of it.
Okay. She decided to throw the hammer down and try to get her at the line. Let's see if she can get there.
And she did.
Oh.
And wins the heat. 3:25.60 is the flash time, corrected to 63. A little bragging rights in the SEC there between A&M and Kentucky. For Cherokee Young, 50.20 on the anchor. And for Alexis Holmes, 50.22 on the anchor. Baylor at 3:29.03 is going to make it through on time as well. Look at Cherokee Young. She was a woman obsessed to get to that line first.
Yeah, there's just something about winning, Dwight. When you go into the final, when you're going to the next day, into that day off, it just feels good to come away with the victory. She saw she could do it. She put the hammer down and got there.
And didn't look like she had to strain really at all, even as she quickened that kick, that turnover, as rapidly as she was churning, still perfectly calm.
There are your advancers to finals. Looks like we're missing one team there. I believe it's Howard. David Oliver's Howard team also got through on time. But it is going to be an amazing 4x4. And if we are lucky and the actual team title comes down to the 4x400, that could be absolutely outstanding.